It's 8:24. Now, an Emsworth dad will be running with the Queen's Commonwealth Games Baton later today. It arrives in Winchester around 2 p.m. and will then travel to Hambledon, the birthplace of cricket, before heading to Southampton, Portsmouth and Ryde. George Turner, known as Topsy, is a personal trainer in Emsworth. He's carrying the baton for a stretch in central Portsmouth. His nomination was for work in the local community, a charity he set up after the sudden death of his wife. And George joins me on the line this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Alan. How are you?
Good, thank you very much. How are you feeling this morning?
Well, immensely proud. It's a massive honour, and it's just a fantastic day. I feel really happy.
George, we've got a little bit of a crackle on the lines, so we're going to try and call you back on a slightly better line if we can, so you're nice and clear and we can hear your story. So we'll do that in just a moment. You can catch the baton today as it makes its way to Birmingham at around 17 minutes past 2, Winchester City Leisure Centre's where you need to be. Hambledon is about 10 past 3. You can get all this online as well. It's moved around a little bit by car, so it does help that it's sped around the country and around the south coast. George, sorry about that. Welcome back to the show.
Hello.
That's better. That's nice and clear. Could you tell me a little bit about Verity and the charity that you set up in the memory of your wife?
Yeah, well, 4 years ago, we lost Verity. It was a massive shock, as you can imagine. Both for me and my daughter Harriet, who was 3 at the time. I just really didn't know where to go, what to do, where to turn. And, after a run up Kingley Vale, where I used to go and sit, I dreamt up Verity's gift. And with some friends, we got it registered. Now, one of the places that Harriet would smile was the local park in Emsworth, the play area, which was dilapidated to say the least. And it was a place where Verity played as a child as well. So it was just a fitting start. I knew I wanted to do something with the community. I knew I had to do something for myself just to keep me going. So we set up the charity, and our first project was to raise the funds to refurbish the park, which we completed. I'm happy to say £85,000 later, and we've managed to do it. Since then, the charity has snowballed. We now provide bereavement counselling for children in a local school, any kind of counselling, to be honest. We're working with underprivileged children, and it's just fantastic the response we've had to the charity, even through lockdown. We managed to keep raising the funds which we required.
When you have a moment like this, running with the Commonwealth Games Baton, which is one of those odd moments that you kind of have to grab at the time, otherwise you look back at it, I imagine, and think, oh yeah, that was a really big moment, but it was all over in a flash. Yeah. For you, how do you do that and manage your grief? Does it bring a lot back, or do you feel reasonably peaceful as you do it, or do you have to contain yourself? How do you go about approaching that?
I think, I'm quite an emotional guy, and, I think it is going to be an emotional day, but I have a lot of support around me. And I think that's the thing that I take from it, that I do have a lot of support, and with that, I try and reach out to other people and give them the support they need. And so, the emotions will be high, but at the same time, I know I've got that support there. And to have this honour bestowed upon me is fantastic, and I think that's the thing that I hold on to, and it keeps me moving forward.
Every person who runs with the Commonwealth Baton has been nominated. Did you know who nominated you?
Yes, it's one of my clients. I run a small fitness company in Emsworth, which I've been running for 12 years now, and through that, I'm an ex-Royal Naval physical trainer, and I set up, Innovations Fitness just to give back to the community, just to help people get fit. It was just a group of friends to start with, really, just doing something in the park, and she, I've helped her with her fitness, and I think she felt the need to nominate me, which is absolutely amazing. So I spoke to her not so long ago, and she said that I've got you. I've nominated you for this because of this, And it was an amazing thing.
Incredible. And will your daughter be joining you?
Yep, she's coming down with my new partner and her children. So it's going to be brilliant. Like I said, the emotions will be running high, but it's a massive honour. I'm just overwhelmed to be running through Portsmouth. I was a Royal Navy physical trainer, as I said, and it's my old haunt. So it's just nice to be running past, and all the memories will come flooding back of when I used to be there as a sailor.
George, what a moving story. Thank you for being so honest on the radio this morning, and good luck to you and your team today with that baton.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There goes George Topsy Turner, their Director and Lead Instructor of Innovations Fitness. It's 8:30.